Greetings and welcome to the PIXAR Journey. I am Lord X and I love Pixar movies, and today on the PIXAR Journey we're going to 1999 and we have watched Toy Story 2. Now it's been a long time since I've seen Toy Story 2, like a very long time. I think I might have rewatched it somehow before Toy Story 3 came out. And even then, that's been a very long time since that movie came out. So yeah, it's been quite a long time since I've seen Toy Story 2, and wow, what a movie. Such an enjoyable watch. The hour and 33 minutes just flew by. So, yeah, what is there to say about Toy Story 2? It's a continuation of the journey of Woody and Buzz and all of Andy's other toys. In this movie, we see a lot more different toys added to the mixture. We get Mrs. Potato Head, who is teased at the end of the first movie. We get Woody's companions, or from the same series of toys that he was from. We get Jesse. We get the horse. I just watched the movie and his name just escaped me that fast. Bullseye. Sorry. There we go. Bullseye. And we have the prospector Stinky Pete, who turns out to be the bad guy of this movie. As well as we get Zurg in this movie as well, Buzz's arch enemy, and the nice little Star Wars reference that they do with him and another Buzz near-ish the end of this movie. That was fun. And we get to see some other little teases throughout the movie. There's little hints at A Bug's Life. There's toys hung up in the toy store. And this movie was a year after A Bug's Life, which I've also been reminded that, yeah, Ants was pretty damn bad in comparison to A Bug's Life. I even looked up clips after I recorded that last episode. I'm like, ooh, yeah. Ants was not a good movie in comparison to A Bug's Life. I believe I said last time I think I might have liked Ants better, but nah, I was wrong. After watching a few clips, I was reminded that I was wrong on that one. But anyways, back to Toy Story 2. So what's the story here? Well, Andy's about to take Woody to cowboy camp, but he can't because Woody rips his arm. Woody ends up trying to save another toy from a yard sale. He does, but he ends up being on the chopping block, as it were, and gets found by this toy collector, Big Al, and he ends up taking Woody away, and the other toys go and rescue him, and well, if you've watched the movie, you know where that goes. Woody finds Jesse and the others. He gets cleaned up, polished. He's about to be sold to Tokyo. Sold to a museum in Tokyo. The other toys stop that. Woody's convinced that, yeah, I want to go back out, even though my relationship with Andy may not last forever. I'm going to enjoy it while it does last. So they go back. They get big old rescue scene in the airport. Stinky Pete gets tossed into a little girl's backpack, and that's how he goes off to be tortured. However, we don't see any of that, but yeah. And the others all go back and celebrate with Andy. It's a really beautiful movie. The animation quality here, rewatching again, and like A Bug's Life and the first Toy Story, watching it here on Disney Plus, I do believe it's in 4K Ultra HD. The animation here is really a massive step up from the first Toy Story movie, and it's only a 4-year difference from 1995 to 1999, and wow, what a difference 5 years can make, and you see the progress that this Pixar, their studio, had done in such a short time. It's really, really incredible. So yeah, the animation is top notch. It's beautifully done. Humans actually look pretty good this time. The toys look better than ever. It's really, really well done. And there's not much else I can really say about it. and where it's kind of late here right now, I'm just trying to get this review kind of wrapped up fairly quickly. So overall, yeah, I really, really enjoyed Toy Story 2. So let's get to the rankings. I should really add some dramatic music into that, but I probably won't. So, as of right now on our list, we have at number 1, Toy Story. Number 2, A Bug's Life. So where does Toy Story 2 fall within the rankings? Well, did I like it more than A Bug's Life? Yeah, I did. So, automatically, Toy Story, right above A Bug's Life, going in at number 2. And now the question is, do I like Toy Story 2 more than I like Toy Story 1? The one thing I will say is that I think Sid is still a better villain for Toy Story in the Toy Story series compared to Stinky Pete. But given how I know animation, as I said before with the first Toy Story, shouldn't really count that much. I should be focusing here on the story, what I enjoyed watching more. And that is true, but I will say, like, the animation plays a big factor. I thought this is so much more rewatchable compared to the first one in just terms of visual quality. Storyline-wise, I think this is a really good movie, and honestly, yeah, I think it's actually better than the first one. Like, the high-stakes adventure, the big rescue mission, I think it flows a lot more. It's probably a lot more rewatchable than the very first Toy Story. So, with that in mind, I think Toy Story 2 is a better movie than Toy Story 1. So now, the rankings are as follows. Number 1, Toy Story 2. Number 2, Toy Story. Number 3, A Bug's Life. And that's going to get really, really daunting to go through that. And I'm going to have a list. I'm going to need to have a list pulled up when I do future movies. When we get to like 10 and 12 and beyond, to infinity and beyond, I'm going to need something to read off while I'm doing this. But anyways, there's your rankings for right now. And next time on the PIXAR Journey, well, I normally would have said that we would be going into Monsters, Inc. next. However, I am recording this on March 31st, the very end of March. And I do believe that April 3rd, this Friday, Onward gets released onto Disney Plus, if I'm not mistaken. I do believe that's everywhere in the world that gets released on Disney Plus this week. So there is a very good chance that I could be watching Onward next, because I really do want to watch the new movie. Which is going to be weird, and I really don't want to wait till I get through everything else here. So, depending on when I get the time to watch the next movie, we'll be either watching Monsters, Inc., or I should say I'll be either talking about Monsters, Inc., or Onward. So until then, thank you for joining me. You have been awesome. I have been Lord X, and this is the PIXAR Journey.